What is up, Wild Gang? It's your boy coming at you with what I promised y'all. We checking out the Hamilton mixtapes today, y'all. We're definitely not gonna get through all of it in one sitting, so we're probably gonna break it up into parts just like we've done with everything else. But we gonna go ahead and get it started. Excited to hear this, man. I know I've already heard one song that's on this because I heard at the end of you hear at the end of the Hamilton musical, the My Shot with Busta Rhymes and a couple other people. So I'm gonna skip that one, but I'm hyped for this. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I've actually heard bits and pieces of this because my TikTok and all that has just been flooded with Hamilton, and that's what made me want to go ahead and get into this stuff before it spoils too much for me. So that's no talk. We're gonna go ahead and get started, and it's starting with no John Trumbo. I don't know who John Trumbull is. Should I know who John Trumbull is? Let's go ahead and get started.
You ever seen a painting by John Trumbull? Founding fathers in a line looking all humble, patiently waiting to sign a declaration and start a nation. No sign of disagreement, not one grumble. The reality is messier and richer, kids. The reality is not a pretty picture, kids. Every cabinet meeting's like a full-on rumble. What you're about to witness is no John Trumbull.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming John Trumbull was somebody who did paintings of the founding fathers. I like that. Like, no John Trumbull, pretty much saying that, like, Hamilton, like, which I found out during, like, watching Hamilton, like, what we saw are, like, this idea that the founding fathers was just this, like, big unanimous, like, group that always worked well and played well together to, like, found this country. That's not true. Like, it's not like that idea. They were messy. They disagreed. They didn't like each other. They had backdoor deals that we never knew about, and they just weren't what they were painted as by, I'm assuming, John Trumbull. So I like that. All right, so up next, like I said, we're gonna skip one shot because we already My Shot because we already did it. If this is like a extended version or something that like I didn't hear during the end of my last Hamilton video, I'm sure y'all will tell me in the comments and we'll come back to it in the next video. But we're going to start with Nas, Wrote My Way Out. So that's, yeah, man, it's interesting the people that are on this. Like, I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect Nas. I should have because we got Busta and The Roots and all kinds of people. But, Wrote My Way Out. What song is that? I'm gonna wait before I make it. I'm gonna say one thing I love about this. I feel like so many of Hamilton's songs, because of the way they were written, translate so easily into hip hop that, like, the mixtapes is like the remixes or the on the mixtape or whatever. I feel like the mesh of the Hamilton songs and like these artist styles just go together so easily because a lot of the material he was writing about, it sounded like just hip hop. Like the line "I imagine death so much it feels like a memory." It's one I will never forget because it's one I've lived personally, and I know a lot of people who have lived that. Like that, like you're talking about not making it to 20, seeing people who get half as much. That stuff I know, like I can feel in my real life, and I know that's a hip, like you not just hip hop, but that's in hip hop. You hear that type of stuff a lot. So I feel like these songs translate real easy. But that's enough talk. Let's go and get back in this.
I wrote my way out.
When the world turned its back on me, I was up against the wall. I had no foundation, no friends or no family to catch my fall. Running on empty, was nothing left in me but doubt. I picked up a pen and I wrote my way out.
I picked up the pen like Hamilton, street analyst. Now I write words to try to channel them. No political power, just lyrical power. Sitting on a crate on the corner, sipping for hours. Scheming on a come up from.
Is this I Wrote My Way Out is not the Hamilton song that this is like referencing. Is it? Is it Hurricane? I'm pretty sure it's Hurricane. But again, like in Hurricane, like I love the comparison, man. Like, because that was the whole thing of like all the tragedy that he faced and all the terrible things, like how he kept saying I couldn't seem to die, so I wrote my way out. And you know, again, a lot of hip hop artists, they wrote their way out, or their way, like no political power, just lyrical power. They wrote their way out of poverty, out of their hard situations. Sometimes just not even in the aspect of I wrote my way out, like I wrote this lyrics, I got famous, I got this. I just wrote my way out in the sense that I used this for my mind to escape. Even while I'm still in this hard situation, I wrote my way out mentally, gave myself a place to like be out of this hard situation, even if it's just for a few minutes while I'm writing. So I like this.
Evening the sun up, my man awaiting trial. Misdemeanors were younger, courtroom prejudice, insufficient evidence, jailhouse lawyers, these images still relevant. Flickering light inside my project hall, sickening, the mice crawl all night long. In 87 Reaganism, many pages I've written on, writing songs about rights and wrongs and Bell's bonds. Master bedroom, bigger than the crib that I was raised at. I'm the architect like I wrote the code, the Waze app. I'm driven, Black Elohim from the streets of Queens. The definition of what it was written means. Know what I mean?
I wrote my way out.
When the world turned its back on me, I was up against the wall. I had no foundation, no friends and no family to catch my fall. Running on empty, there was nothing left in me but doubt. I picked up a pen and I wrote my way out. I really wrote my way up out of.
Before we get to that, I love this. I feel like I know all like these. I see the names down here. Like I see, is he actually in this song? It's a Nas, Dave East, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Aloe Black. I'm assuming Aloe Black is the chorus. I don't know Dave East and Aloe Black. I should. I feel like it's shameful that I don't know them well enough to know which one of them is the chorus and which one is the rapping. But whoever that is on the chorus got like the soulfulness of that voice. I love that. I love that.
I picked up a pen and I wrote my way out. I really wrote my way up out of 6E. Developed relationships with fiends, I know they miss me. Before the Metro cars, it was tokens, I did the 10 speed. Never had wrote a rhyme in my life. What was a 16 and 16? Arrested in housing, trip to the mountains, came right back. Trapping off couches, watching for mouses. Only tools we was pros with. Had his spot smoke lit. The haters just confusion. Pay attention how them jokes switch. Theodora was my favorite. The Mark Buchanan's mama couldn't afford them. I learned everything.
Hold up, what about? What? Let me go back. Because, like, with his style, he's telling a story. He's telling a story with his style. I need to hear that.
Only tools we was pros with. Had his
Hold up, let me go back.
He never had wrote a rhyme in my life. What was a 16 and 16? Arrested in housing, trip to the mountains, came right back. Trapping off couches, watching for mouses. Only tools we was pros with. Had his spot smoke lit. The haters just confusion. Pay attention how them jokes switch. Theodora was my favorite. The Mark.
The only tools we were folks with had the spot smoke lit. The haters, like the way he says, talk about the haters and watch how them jokes switch. I think what he's talking about is like how you have those people in your group. Like feel like an Aaron Burr shot to me. Like, you know, how like they'll be sitting there and they'll be making like as you're coming up, as you're trying things, they making jokes and little like jabs and things like that. That's like meant to be funny, but it's really like, it's that envious, like, kind of funny where it's like, they really don't want you to succeed. Like, you sitting there writing and all that, like, man, look at this nigga over there writing and shit. Man, y'all see him over there writing, think he gonna be something for real. And, like, it's like they joking, but it really ain't, like, they really ain't joking. It's really that envious style of, like, joking.
The haters just confusion. Pay attention how them jokes switch. Theodora was my favorite. The Mark Buchanan's mama couldn't afford them. I learned everything on the border. That's a big 8. Clico parties with private dancers with no mixtape. Bumblebee tuna, now we could get steak. I persevered. Composition, I kept it close. Competition near. I'm a Spartan without the spear. 300 rounds. It was written before I wrote it. Opportunity knocking, might miss it. That window closing. This poetry in motion. I'm a poet.
I wrote my way out.
When the world turned its back on me, I was up against the wall. I had no foundation, no friends or no family to catch my fall. Running on empty, there was nothing
dubbing these rhymes in my dual cassette deck. Running out of time like I'm.
He actually rapped. Man, I love this. I love this. Like, this is. Man, I wish I could have been there when this, like, I'm glad I'm here for this now, but I wish I could have been there when this was new, man. Like, I feel like I would have been, I don't know. I feel like in the atmosphere I grew up in, I would have been like, y'all know Lin-Manuel Miranda got a song with Nas, and everybody would have looked at me crazy. Like, who the hell is Lin-Manuel Miranda? And, like, maybe even who's Nas? Because a lot of people don't like a lot of people like I know, man, they into like the NBA young boys and all that. No disrespect to them, but like Nas is like one of my favorite artists. And I don't even know a lot of like classic Nas. Like one of my favorite songs is like I Gave You Power, where he's rapping from like the perspective of like a bullet or like a gun. Like that, his style of rapping, whereas like he's very great at like storytelling and stuff like that. I feel like it fits so well with like Lin-Manuel Miranda type style that like I could see them doing like an album together. So like this right here is, yeah, I love it.
And I wrote my way
High speed dubbing these rhymes in my dual cassette deck. Running out of time like I'm Jonathan Lawson's rent check. My mind is where the wild things are. Maurice Sendak. In withdrawal, I want it all. Please give me that pen back. Y'all, I caught my first beating from the other kids when I was caught reading. Oh, you think you smart? Blah, start bleeding. Pops tried in vain to get me to fight back. Sister tapped my brain, said, psh, you'll get him right back. Oversensitive, defenseless, I made.
Oh my God. Oh, I love that. I love that. That one right there, that touched a special place in my heart. Because I was like, if you grew up that nerdy kid, like, if you grew up that nerd, like, I caught my first beating when they caught me reading. If you grew up that nerdy kid, that'll hit you real, like, in a special place. And, like, for me, it touches double because, like, I had that dad. Like, I grew up in a sports family. Like, my brothers played college ball. My dad played ball. My mom played sports. And I was a nerd. I was a nerdy, like, I like theater and debate and stuff like that. And my dad was always like, nah, he ain't got to do none of that. He got this right here. So, yeah, man, I love that.
The kids when I was caught reading. Oh, you think you smart? Blah, start bleeding. The pops tried in vain to get me to fight back. Sister tapped my brain, said, psh, you'll get him right back. Oversensitive, defenseless, I made sense of it. My pencil in the lengths to which I'd go to learn my strengths and knock them senseless. These sentences are endless, so what if they leave me friendless?
Damn, you got no chill.
Fucking right, I'm relentless. I know Abuela's never really gonna win the lottery, so it's up to me to draw blood with this pen hidden artery. This Puerto Rican's brains are leaking through the speakers, and if he can be the shining beacon this side of the GWB and shine a light when it's gray out.
I wrote my way out.
Oh, my God.
I was born in the eye of the storm. No loving arms to keep me warm. This hurricane in my brain is the burden I bear. I can do without, I'm here. Cause I wrote my way
Picked
out.
up the pen like Hamilton.
I wrote my way out of the black, wrote my way out of the project.
Picked up the pen like Hamilton.
I wrote my way out of the wrote my way out of the
My way
Picked up the pen like Hamilton.
I love that. Eyes burning a
I
little
wrote
bit.
my
Hold
way
on.
out.
Really, I saw like a hole in the rap game. So if I wanted to put my little 2 cents in the game, then it would be from a different perspective. I thought that I would represent for my neighborhood and tell their story, be their voice in a way that nobody has done it. Tell the real story.
Oh, I love that. Man, I did not know what to expect. I ain't expected to get me a little teary-eyed either. That was beautiful. I love that, man. I love that. I don't know if you don't count it as like motifs and themes, and when it's like in a mixtape that's obviously like referencing the original work. Cause like, yeah, that was definitely that was Hurricane, and like I love the way he came in at the end with in the eyes of the hurt. Like the hook on this was amazing. I love that. But I love like each part was like them telling their own story of how they wrote their way out. That was, yeah, beautiful. Up next we got Wait For It by Usher. Yeah, I have nothing to say about this. Like I love Wait For It. Like again, I've said it, one of my favorite songs in Hamilton. So I'm interested to hear like Usher's like spin on it. So that's enough. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Theodosia writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping the bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side of Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line.
So this seems like it's like, whereas the last one was like a completely original work. This seems like it's just a 1-for-1 with Usher singing. Wait for it. I'm here for it.
Well, you can keep all of Georgia, cause Theodosia, she's mine. Love don't discriminate between sinners and saints. Taste. We keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry, we break, we make our mistakes. If there's a reason, I'm by her side. So many have tried. I'm willing to wait for it. Then I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. My grandfather was a fire and a brimstone preacher.
I don't listen to this song like 1,000 times, so I don't know what to say about this. Like, I like Usher's rendition of it. It's like it fits his voice. I feel like it's not lacking something because like I'm like the Aaron Burr version is always gonna be my favorite. Or Leslie Odom Jr. Version is probably always gonna be my favorite. But I like this. It feels like Usher's version is a little softer. So that's the biggest difference I can feel.
But there are things that the homilies and hymns won't teach you. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. When they died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death don't discriminate between sins and saints. Yeah, we keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes. If there's a reason I'm still alive, one who loves me has died. I'm willing to wait for it. Then I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can control. Wait for it. I am inimitable. I am original. I am not falling behind or running late.
I like the way he went up with it. You know, at the beginning of this, like for the longest part, probably not even to the second half, I didn't realize that Burr was a trust fund kid. I thought he was just like a poor kid that like, cause he was an orphan. Like even after hearing this, like he had a granddad, like a preacher and all that. I didn't realize he was a trust fund kid. He says it in Satisfied. I know now because I went back and listened to it. But I don't know why I thought he was a poor street kid, just like Hamilton. Him being a trust fund kid makes me see his character so differently, and it makes so much sense. So yeah. All right, well, back to it.
I am not standing still, I'm lying awake. Everyone faces an endless uphill climb. You got something to prove, you got nothing to lose. Everyone's face is relentless, you waste no time. What is it like in his shoes? Life don't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. We keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes. But I know there's a reason I'm alive. So many have died and I'm still waiting for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Life don't discriminate between sinners and saints. We keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes. If there's a reason I'm still alive, everyone who loves me has died. I'm willing to wait for it. Yes, I am. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait for it.
I like that. Like that was pretty much a 1-for-1. Like, but like with his like, of course, Usher gonna put his own little touch, his own little vocals. He was hitting them notes, and I like that though, man. Like, I feel like he did just enough. Like, he paid respect to the original work, and just added a little bit of him right on the end to like make it feel like something fresh. So I like that. Up next, we got Open Letter featuring Shockwave. I know the name Shockwave. Shockwave, I don't know the name Shockwave. I feel like, isn't Shockwave like a beatbox dude? Like, kind of like, not Biz Markie. Is it Biz Markie? I might be wrong. George Watsky, an Open Letter. I don't know who George Watsky is. I feel like I should know these people. Should I know these people, y'all?
An open letter to the fat, arrogant, anti-charismatic, national embarrassment known as President John Adams. The man's irrational. He claims that I'm in league with Britain in some vast international intrigue. Trick, please. You wouldn't know what I'm doing. You're always going berserk, but you never show up to work. Give my regards to Abigail next time you write about my lack of moral compass. At least I do my job up in this rumpus. The line is behind me, I crossed it again. Well, the president lost it again. Oh, such a rough life. Better run to your wife, you're the boss is in Boston again. Let me ask you a question. Who sits at your desk when you're in Massachusetts? They were calling you a dick back in 76, and you really haven't done anything new since. You nuisance with no sense. You would die of irrelevance. Go ahead, you aspire to my level. You aspire to my...
Hey, this sound like some ERB, don't it?
Malevolence.
This sound like this sound like some ERB.
Say hi to the Jeffersons and the spies all around me. Maybe they can confirm. I don't care if I kill my career with this letter. I'm combining you to one term. Sit down, John, you fat motherfucker.
I feel like I heard that before, cool. But his version might have hit a little harder. But I'm pretty sure I heard that one before. Okay, man. This is one I saw, and I'm super curious about. Miguel and Queen Latifah. Saya Miguel and Queen Latifah. Satisfied. I'm so curious as what this sounds like. As far as that last one, yeah, like he hated John Adams. He dissed John Adams. Like, apparently, like when he was talking about like his morals and all that, he said, ask your wife, or maybe John Adams was cheating too, because I feel like they all were. Because like, even like, I don't think I really mentioned it during my reaction, but like, Burr was with a married woman. Jefferson, you know what he was doing with Sally Mae. I didn't even think about that during my reaction. That's the one thing I've told you I don't know history. That is literally one of the only things I know about President Jefferson is who Sally Mae is and what was going on there. So that should tell you something. I didn't really know anything else about George Jefferson other than that one thing. So yeah. Well yeah, let's get into this. Satisfied. Saya, is her name Saya? I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of this artist because I know like a lot of her music and like I like a lot of it. Don't she sing Chandelier? I might be wrong. But Miguel and Queen Latifah sang Satisfied.
I toast to the ground, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground, to the bright, to the bright, from your sister, who is always by your side, by your side, to your union, and I hope that you provide, may you always be satisfied.
I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I remember that.
They doing the whole rewind thing where she goes back to that night where like she introduced her sister to Hamilton. I can't tell. Man, you know what? It's crazy. I haven't really listened to Satisfied as much as you would think. I probably have listened to it maybe once or twice other than my reaction. So I don't know it well enough to know if this is a 1-for-1. I don't know it well enough. Off of what I've already heard, the first minute, I don't know it well enough to know if it's a 1-for-1 like the Usher one was, or if this has got some original. I know it's like close at least, because I know that was like her giving the toast at their wedding, and I don't feel like, I don't know if Satisfied actually starts with them giving the toast at the wedding. I don't remember.
Remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I remember that. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys ripping over themselves when I praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite place. But Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I have never been the same. Intelligent eyes and a hunger pang frame. And when you say hi, I forgot my dang name. Set my heart aflame, every part aflame. This is not a game.
You strike me as a woman who's never been satisfied.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself.
You're like me, I've never been satisfied.
Is that right?
I've never been satisfied.
My name's Angelica Schuyler.
Alexander Hamilton.
Where's your family from?
Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait.
So this is what it feels like to match wits with someone at your level. What the hell is the catch? It's a feel.
So then, so Sis done doing the singing part, and my elbows actually, I don't know what y'all don't look at that. But then Queen Latifah coming in doing the rapping half. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I was thinking, like, is Queen Latifah gonna be? I don't remember if like Eliza actually has lines in Satisfied, but I was like, what is Queen Latifah gonna do? Queen Latifah is doing the rap half of that. I love this. I love this. Yeah, so I think this is a 1-for-1, and that's this like, I feel like this whole thing is just a testament to like Lin-Manuel Miranda's brilliance and how he sought to make a 200-year-old story relevant to today, and did an incredible job. Because just listening to this song, just listening to most of the songs, if you don't tell me this is about a dude that lived 200 years ago, or the story of a bunch of people who lived 200 years ago, all of this stuff I can equate to life right now. So that's amazing. Like, this could be a song that came out today that somebody wrote about this exact situation. Love it.
So this is what it feels like to match wits with someone at your level. What the hell is the catch? It's a feeling of freedom, of seeing the light. It's Ben Franklin with a key and a kite. You see it, right? The conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said in total agreement. It's a dream and it's a bit of a dance, a bit of a posture, it's a bit of a stance. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'ma give him a chance. I asked about his family, did you see his answer? His hands started fidgeting, he looked askance. He's penniless, he's flying by the seat of his pants. Handsome boy, does he know it? Peach fuzz, and he can't even grow it. I wanna take it far away from this place, then I turn and see my sister's face, and she is
helpless. And I know she is helpless. She's just helpless. And I realize 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time.
This, like, the way they doing this, I love it.
I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father has no son, so I'm the one who has to.
Okay, so now she doing the rap. Is this still rapping or is this me singing? This feels like it's still rapping. I like this. I like this. I like this because it gave me. It surprised me. It surprised me so much. Which, I mean, if y'all have been here for a while, I'm not to brag. I'm very good at like predicting what's gonna happen with a lot of stuff. I have a very analytical mind. So when like, even with music, when I'm surprised, that is some of the stuff that brings me the most joy. When it's something just a little off of what I thought it was going to be, I love it. And like, this is definitely off of what I thought it was going to be in the best way.
I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father has no son, so I'm the one who has to social climb for one. Cause I'm the oldest and the wittiest, and the gossip in New York City is insidious. And Alexander is penniless. Ha, that doesn't mean I want him any less.
Also, I'm gonna say one thing about this that I learned, y'all. It hits different when you realize that, like, if what I've heard was correct, Angelica was already like either married or had a partner or something when she met Hamilton. Like, so it makes it like it doesn't change a lot because like she still could have like pursued some kind of relationship with him, but like it puts it a little bit more context. It makes it a little less selfless that you like passed him off to your sister because you already had somebody. Like, if that's true, that's just what I've seen in my comments, and like I know y'all wouldn't lie to me. So like it like from what I've heard, she already had somebody by the time she met Hamilton.
I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trust and as guy. If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She would say I'm fine, but she'd be lying. Fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes. As I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife.
Oh my God.
At least I keep his eyes in my love.
Oh, I love this.
To the ground, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground. To the bride, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride. I'm your sister, who's always by your side, by your side, by your side. To your union, and I hope that you provide, you provide. May you always be satisfied. She'll be happy as his bride, and I know he will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied.
Oh my God. That was beautiful. We're gonna stop right there for right now, y'all. That, oh. Yeah, I gotta listen to Satisfied some more. Out of those, I think that was my favorite. That might have been my favorite. That version of Satisfied. Like, I feel like I need to listen to Wrote My Way Out more because it was an original song. Like, I feel like I definitely missed some details in that. And I like Usher's version. I don't think anything will ever top Leslie Odom Jr.'s version of Wait For It for me, but definitely loved his take on it. But that Satisfied, man. That out of what I've heard so far, that was my favorite. Like, Satisfied, a lot of people love that song on like just in the original work. I did not hate it. I thought it was a great song, but it's not one that for some reason I've went back to a lot. Like, and I want to just to like not just to compare it to this version, but I feel like this version of Satisfied has like made that version stand out to me more. Cause like I loved and like the actress that played Angelica, I loved her voice. I loved her style, the way she switched back and forth between like the singing and the rapping, and the way they did it with two people, like with Sia and Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah, I've never really heard, like that was before my time. When Queen Latifah used to do music and rap like for real, I never really heard that. The only thing I've ever heard of Queen Latifah is from Living Single when she did the opening. Like, to hear her rap and, like, sing and all that was amazing. So, yeah, I love that, man. But that's what I think, y'all. Let me know how y'all felt about it down in the comments. Hey, y'all run this up. You're going to get a part 2. So, that's up to y'all. We are going to do In the Heights, but I've found out that for some reason there is no pro shot of the musical version. So, we're doing the movie version. I hope y'all still enjoy that. Thank you guys so much for watching. See ya!
Utaku